Hello, everyone. This is the best damn critic in the universe, and today I will be reviewing the movie Doctor Strange. Now, Doctor Strange is the story of a neurosurgeon who gets into a bad car accident, effectively, messing up all his nerve endings in his hands, and he embarks on a journey of healing. And while on this journey, he stumbles onto the world of mysticism, pretty much, like sorcerers and, interdimensional stuff, like pretty fantastical stuff. So let's start with the characters. Now, the main character, Doctor Strange, is played by Benedict Cumberbatch, and Cumberbatch did a great job on this role. I think he's found his niche because, like the Imitation Game and like Spock, he's sort of a know-it-all, and in this, he's the same way. And eventually, like in most of these films, as he progresses, he gets better and better, but he plays this role very well. You can tell his heart's in it and everything. And his character lends a good amount of comic relief, which I liked about it. He wasn't too serious. It was great. Now, the villain, Caecilius, is played by Mads Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen or Mikkelsen. And he did a pretty good job, He was dark, he was brooding, Um, but I feel that this role didn't suit him as well. As you know, I don't know his full personality in the comics, but usually a Marvel villain is a little more flamboyant. He's a little more out there. And Mickelson he's not that kind of person. He's a dark, secretive, behind the scenes guy. He's not like a beat 'em up villain sort of guy. Like in Casino Royale, which Mads played the villain Le Chiffre. He was a good behind the scenes, banker guy. He wasn't like a gun toting, mercenary kind of bad guy. So, I mean, he didn't do a bad job. He did a good job, so I'm not knocking him for that. Now, the supporting characters, you won't know their names, but I'm just going to mention their screen names. Mordo is the screen name of the probably lead supporting actor, I would say. And he is Doctor Strange's friend while he's training and after while he's fighting, Caecilius. Now, I mean, not Caecilius, I'm sorry, Mordo is, he's a tough guy, beat him up sort of guy. He doesn't lend much comical relief, but he's a strong, supportive character, good chemistry with Benedict. And Benedict's love interest, Christine, Christine, she plays a good role, she's one of the doctors in the hospital with him, and you could sense the sexual tension with them because they used to go out in the film, obviously, not in real life, but they have good tension. They still care about each other in some way, but things get in the way, etc., etc. So she was good, and Wong, which is the librarian in the temple that he studies at, the mysticism stuff, he lends a good amount of comic relief. He's pretty funny. And he does a good job supporting the actor as well. Grand, they have good chemistry together. They joke together. It's pretty funny. So let's go on to the story. Now the story, like I said, it's a big into mysticism, interdimensional stuff. Streets come apart and come back together like nothing happened. So if you're not really too into that, if you're more of a, I guess, pragmatic person, more of a realist, this might not entertain you as much. But the storyline in general, if we just cut to the storyline itself, it's a pretty cliche cookie cutter Marvel movie, with, the Earth's in danger and the hero helps with the help of his friends. I mean, but hey, they're all made by the same guy, so they will have sort of the same story and the same ideologies. So I'm not knocking it for that. I'm just saying I'm looking at this from a pure movie perspective. But the story isn't bad. Like I said, I love the mysticism. I love the interdimensional stuff. I love when the buildings come apart and come back together. That fascinated me so much about this, and it really shot it through the roof. So the storyline was pretty good. It had some good comic relief in it. It had some tension with Christine and Doctor Strange, some drama in it. And it was good. I liked it. I won't knock it too much. So let's go into production value. Now, the production value is probably the best part of the film. I mean, the CGI to make the buildings come apart and then like the floors would come apart, like individual tiles would come apart to like maybe trap them into something like one part, you know, they were fighting the villain, and they moved the wall apart, and they pushed him into the wall, and then they moved the tiles back together. Like, that stuff was just great. I loved it. And the scenes are shot very well, especially when they're pulling the stuff apart. You know, the cam when the buildings go like this, the camera goes like this. You know, it's great. And the fight scenes were well choreographed, and they were pretty fun. I mean, they're not in every scene, but they're fun. They're fun. So yeah, I would give the production value an A plus. It was fantastic. Now now my overall review. I really liked it. Great. I love the mysticism aspect. It had a pretty good story, good actors, production value was great, CGI, everything. So I would give it, you know, an 8 out of 10. I mean, not 8.5 out of 10, an 8.5 out of 10, because, you know, just that mysticism pushes it a little bit more up because I love that stuff. So an 8.5 out of 10 is my final judgment, and thank you for watching. This is the best damn critic in the universe signing off. But please, before you go, like and share this video and comment if you want. I'd love to talk to you. And also, please like my Facebook page, The Best Damn Critic in the Universe, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Best Damn Critic in the Universe.